Hey, Zach Guy here. Today I've got my entire collection of Case Copperheads. Now, I did an earlier one where I had the ones that I'd gotten so far because the Copperhead was the 2021 vault knife. But I decided to put all of them out here and go through them real quick. First off, I'll start with my three original Copperheads that I got. This one, which still has a very strong spring on it, is a red jig bone Copperhead that I got in 1973. Like January, February 1973. And as I've told the story before in another video, I had a buck pocket knife that fell out of my pocket when I was up in Alaska. And the only thing they had at the BX, at the part of the base I was at there in Elmendorf, were case knives, and I got this Copperhead, fell in love with it. When I got up to the site, they had these also. I bought a couple more and sent them to my dad and my brothers. And then the second one is, again, this one's a brown jig bone. And I got this in about 1980 or 81. I think it was 81. I got PCS to Colorado Springs, and when I got there, I realized I forgot to pack a pocket knife with me, and went to the BX, saw this, got this just to have a pocket knife. And you can see on the tang stamp there, it's from the 1980. And then in the 90s, I figured I had a 70s knife, an 80s knife. So in the 90s, I figured every 10 years I was going to buy me another Copperhead. And I got this one in the mid 90s, around 96, I believe. I think there's three or four dots there. So 96 or 97. And then right after I bought this, I found out that they discontinued the Copperheads. Kind of upset me. Really one of my favorite knives. Well, when the vault knives came out in 2021 and they said it was the Copperhead, I was really excited. Then they showed that they had several different blade configurations: single blade, sheep's foot blade, clip blade, and so on. I said, I'm going to get these. I decided I was going to get collecting the vault knives. I was only going to get one each year, and that was going to be the yellow synthetic. I already had one from the 90s, and then I've got the this one here recently in the last year. And these are just all the different scale types, really. A couple of them have some difference. I'll just start over here. I'm going to end with the last Copperhead that I got for my birthday, because that was the last one that I got. But I got, this is the has the Warncliffe blade with the pen blade, and it's the believe this is considered Mediterranean blue bone. Then this is another Warncliffe 2 blade. It's considered the rattlesnake, and it has rattlesnake etched on the blade there. It was the rattlesnake pattern, diamondback pattern etched on the scales. It's not sure what it's a brown scale there with the pattern carved into the scale. It gives it a nice texture for holding. Then this is smooth bone purple, dyed purple. My wife likes purple, but I thought this was kind of a cool knife because it had a black and stone wash clip blade, and it was a single. Just kind of thought that was cool. And then this is the antique corncob bone, and a two-blader with the clip point. And then stag. I just thought that really looked cool. The stag makes it a little bit thicker. If you look that, if you look at the two, you can see the stag does make it a little bit thicker, but feels nice in the hand, and I just kind of like stag. And then at Christmas, the wife knew I was into these knives. She got me 2 knives, and they came in tins. Everything else came in a box. The first one was the red and green, which it has a green scale here with the red shield, and then you turn it over, it has a red scale with the green shield, and they're dyed bone. So I thought that, I really liked that. I just thought that was cool, having the 2 different scales. And then she got me one, as you can see in the tin, it says Wonderful Christmas. And pull that out, and there we go. It says, has it etched on a red smooth bone. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Then plain on the back, and this has a Warncliffe with Merry Christmas on the blade. Just thought those 2 are really cool. And then this is the blue Terranite scales with the white shield. Just kind of cool. It's a clip and pen blade on it. And then the yellow smooth synthetic handle I got just because it's got this year's marking on it to go with my other vault knives that I've got. I think I got 2 or 3 others. And this was a maplewood scale, single blade. They also had a version of this that's a locking blade for the copper lock. But I just thought that the scales were very cool looking, and these were different than what's in the catalog. You know, different pattern, because all the wood scales are unique. And then we got the Kieranite red, white, and blue. This was one of the first ones I got. Again, a 2-blader. And then this is referred to as black and red. It's a micarta scale with the oblong shield. And again, it's a 2-blade with the Warncliffe. Now the last one I got, which was for my birthday, and this was an exclusive that they had, at least Smoky Mountain Knife Works was saying this was an exclusive. It's a smooth white synthetic scale with the oval shield, but the difference on this one was it had 2 large blades, both Warncliffe blades. I just thought that was neat, and They had like 3 different scales, but I just liked the white synthetic and said, yeah, I want that for my birthday, and that's what I got. So, this is my entire collection of Case Copperhead knives. Now, I do have a few copper locks, but that's another story. I think I got about 6 of them. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this little presentation of my entire collection of Copperheads. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and remember, always be prepared.